As time ticks by, be prepared for very offensive language, adult and sexual themes, and nudity. Eviction night, and Mark has been sent packing from the house. These lot ain't happy. Hotel B's closed its... Hotel BB? Hotel B's. The place that stayed in Cornwall. It's closed its doors, but we are here to welcome one of its rebellious employees with open arms, and this place could do with a clean-up. Have a look at the audience. Don't, we're live. Mark's going to be here very shortly to air all of his dirty laundry, and if that wasn't enough, she entered the house in a giant gift box, and she certainly kept on giving. Ashaleen will be in the studio. Plus, we've got all the fallout since the eviction that's just happened, but now it's time to meet my F. Euphrates. The panel, did you get it? No? Not good. Not good. This cat's definitely been let out of the house, but don't call her a cougar. It's Jasmine Leonard. Next up, he's such a lovely boy. It's Union Jamie Hensley. He's one of Albert Square's finest exports. It's the gorgeous John Partridge. Right. And last but not least, right, keeping it in the family, it's John's on-screen mother-in-law, actual Zainab. Give it up for Nina I just want to let everyone know, for the purposes of this show, your actual name is Zainab tonight. It's like a family reunion, isn't it? Christian and Zainab brought together by parts. I mean, long-lost family ain't got nothing on it. All right, listen, before we get down to business, we've given you all a complimentary pastry with your fizz, but you can't eat it unless you've earned it, all right? So don't touch it, all right? Let's get on to tonight's eviction. We'll be talking about that in a second, but Jasmine, I've got to come to you. Christian? Did you have your eye on him before you went in?
Do you know, in all honesty, I really did not. Obviously, I acknowledged he was a beautiful boy before I went in, but I thought, like the rest of the public, that he was boring, had no personality. And so, no, the honest truth is that I definitely didn't go in there with any intentions of hooking up with him. I didn't even think I'd be able to conversate with him, and what I found was the exact opposite of that.
So do you like him?
He is so special. This kid, like, no, I can't even begin to explain it to you. There's so much you don't see, and we spoke for, 7 hours that first evening, and, there's a lot about him that you don't know. He's basically completely deaf, practically.
Yeah,
which has been such a difficulty for him in that house and communicating with people and understanding, what's going on. And throughout his whole life, this boy has been bullied so badly and misunderstood so badly, and he is truly the sweetest soul, and it upsets me personally that people would think that I wouldn't. Why would I not go in there and think that he's the most wonderful person? Because
and it's so nice that you come out and said that. You know what? This is like surprise, surprise, and blind date rolled into one. I feel like still up on a really good night out. I heard you say to him, the invite's open for when he comes out to come stay at Yawn. I mean, should we tell him to pack a toothbrush? After Jasmine and Jones checked out, the housemates learnt that they'd failed the task. All hell broke loose. Hashtag Pastrygate, I'm going to call that. John, Jack was not impressed with the result. What were you making of it?
I'm sorry, but I think they should have passed. Anybody that lubes up John McGurk for Masso should have won the task! Come on! Lubed, greased him up,
they should get squatters' rights for that.
I tell you, that should have been an instant pass just for that, because that is pretty gross.
But this is the second time they've had, like, a mass rebellion. Zainab, what were you making of it?
Who's Zainab? I can't see her anywhere. Oh, God, if you're going to have a rebellion, set things on fire.
Yeah. We do not condone arson on this show.
No, we don't. But you can, look, I can throw something in the pool. It's not really a rebellion, all right? They need to kind of spice it up a bit more.
Do you know what I found quite a shock? Mark was quite sensible, weren't he? He shut the sliding doors. He was like to Harry
That's
Chicken.
only because he wound everyone up in the first place.
Oh, yeah, he's
And then he looks like the good guy. I'm doing what Big Brother said now.
Now, say what you said before, Mum. You called him an evil leprechaun.
In fairness, I did say he had nice muscles.
Zainab, we're going to fall out. Listen, let's move on to the eviction. James, do you think the right person went tonight?
No, absolutely no. I mean, love him or hate him, he has been the only thing, I think, that's kept the show so, like, fiery.
There is no denying, whether you like him or loathe him, Mark
great.
has been an absolute housemate. He's the worst housemate. Whether it's for the right or wrong reasons, whatever you guys think at home, I mean...
And especially now the legends have gone, like, I think the house is just going to be really slow and there's going to be not as much drama. And I think he's going to be so missed. And they might not miss him, because they will hate him. But we will miss him.
The thing is, you say that there's not going to be a lot of drama. Starting from tomorrow, the cash bombs are going to start dropping.
Well, yeah.
That's a different story altogether. Listen, it's one thing staying in a house, but when there's 150 grand up for grabs, this is, I think, when we're going to start seeing the real people.
Absolutely.
They needed Mark in there for this week, for this task, because he's the one that would have spoken a lot of sense, and he actually would have been able to analyse it, because he's the most intelligent person in there. Yes. And he would have got his own way. Again, he would have made it much better against Big Brother, because he would have been orchestrating those housemates, so it's an absolute travesty.
Well, this is the thing. Zainab, why did they choose him? Get used to it. I ain't changing for no one.
They voted him out because, at the end of the day, as fun as he can be and great to watch, he's quite nasty. He can be quite nasty. He oversteps the mark. And I think he's a bit of a misogynist. I'm sorry, but I do.
Jasmine, you live with him. What do you make of him?
I must say he is a complete wind-up merchant, and he does know what he's doing in there, but he is a fucking brilliant guy. Yeah. He was. I absolutely adore him. I think he, you know, has just made this year's show, and he was so wonderful to me.
He's been hurtful, and he's made people really uncomfortable in there. He's been antagonistic.
But that's brilliant
he's
to
made
watch.
Sorry, 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to draw that imaginary line right down the panel from what I can see there. There it is. Just putting it down there. What are you making of him, guys? Like your hair colour too.
Thank you. I love Mark, and I think he's really made this series. He's made Big Brother this series.
You gutted he's gone?
I really am, yes, because I think it is banter, yeah, but there's a lot of things that he says I don't agree with. You know.
Barbara, I saw your hand go up when.
I think he's been completely over the top. You can be sort of forward-thinking and tell people what you think, but you can also be too much. And I think now that he's gone, it's going to give the others time to shine.
Lipstick on your teeth. I couldn't let you sit there with lipstick on your teeth. That's it, you're done. You look better.
Can I just say, the minute he walked in there, he said, I'm here, I'm playing a game. And that is exactly what he's done. You've seen a little... Hold on. You've seen a little bit of the real Mark in the diary room, but he's gone in there and he's played a game and he's played a blinder.
Yeah, you know what?
Hang on, James, how do you think Mark leaving the house now is going to affect the dynamic in there? Because he was a big part of that
Massively.
house.
Because now they've got nothing to bitch about. So now they're just going to sit there and be like, oh, who are they going to pick on now? Because, and I know he's been an arsehole to people, he has, and there's no denying that, but same as Helen last year, I loved her, he's a lovable arsehole. Do you know what I mean? Like, he is...
You love a good arsehole, don't you?
Oh!
I really disliked him when he went in, then I really loved him for a bit. When he went back in, I thought that was fantastic. And then I think his ego got the better of him. And I think he kind of thought, hey, actually, I'm really cool. And that was his downfall.
Do you think it was too much too soon for Mark with the whole bunker twist?
Yes, absolutely.
The whole downfall for Mark, and I thought he was one of the best housemates of all time, was spending 2 weeks up Helen's butthole. And the other bad part about this week is that we've now got another week of Harry and Nick together, and they are reaching a piranha level of skin crawl right now. It is that bad. So, but yeah, the
Jasmine,
housewarming.
you're shaking your head. This man literally has divided the nation. I mean, my Twitter, the stuff that me and Emma have received this week is just completely unreal. I mean, I know you're a Mark fan, but can you understand why certain people are saying it? I mean, why Zainab and Christian are saying it?
I mean, it's a little different for me because, you know, I wasn't going in there to threaten their prize money.
Yeah.
I wasn't going in there, do you know what I mean, in a competitive way. And I think instinctively he knew about me not to mess with me.
Yeah, don't mess with Jasmine Leonard, please.
So, you know, if I was, you know, perhaps one of the more vulnerable, you know, characters in the house, like Chloe, who's just the most lovely girl, then I would feel differently. But it is difficult to explain, you know, that actually in that house he is well liked by everybody, and it is a big family, you know, and they do all really like each other, and I genuinely think that.
He's that annoying brother.
How can
He's
you
the
say
annoying brother.
How can you say he's well liked? They all
Because he is.
say
I'm
terrible.
telling you, him and Danny will go face to face, and then they'll sit down and shake
Well,
hands.
let's
afterwards.
ask all of you.
He is
He said
liked.
his exact words were, he went in there to wreck heads.
Even
Did you do it?
Yeah, he did. He did. And I wish he'd lasted right to the end, but not one.
Yeah.
That's actually what I...
What, just
I
to
don't-
punish him?
No, just for us, for entertainment. I thought he was fantastic for that. But I don't think he should win.
He did more in the few weeks that he's in there than some housemates that have even won the show have done for perception afterwards. He's going to be remembered. Again, if he did Legends next year, he should go back in as a legend because he has controlled this
Looking forward. I'm just saying, I voted for him 25 times to get out, and I think money well spent. 25 times, money well spent.
Very quickly, looking forward, who do we think could be in danger next week, Jasmine?
Well, I'm hoping Harry goes next.
You think Harry, Jamie?
Pie face, get out.
Pie face?
Harry.
Harry?
Sam.
Sam, well, what do we think? Jack, Sam. Jack. Harry. Listen, I've got to get onto it because this next woman is the crystal to my chandelier. She's the luxury to my spa, you know. The cheese to my pickle. Yeah, right, yeah. Give it up for the gorgeous Emma Willis. It's all that thing, isn't it? Stunner! How are you?
Good. When I
Strategic
get
placement.
my position right, I'm fine.
Listen, before we get to Mark,
Yeah.
let's talk about this week, Hotel BB. What
Yeah.
have you made? This has been one of my favourite tasks.
It's been brilliant. If we don't bring back Hotel BB at some point, it'll be a travesty.
I've loved it.
I thought it's been
genuinely
really
loved
good.
it.
And, you know, it has really tested them. They've wanted to quit a task. Normally, they stick with it. You know, they're all quite happy to get involved.
Jack smuggling the
But
croissant.
tonight's episode is one of my most favourite episodes. I just wish the whole series had have been that fun. Do you know what I mean?
It was brilliant.
It was just so good.
But do you know what the question on everyone's lips is?
What?
Will Miss Willis be booking a room at Hotel BB sometime soon?
I would have loved to.
Oh, we could get this done!
We can get this done. Right, next time that
would've.
task is coming in,
But
you're going
they
in.
didn't ask me, but I would have loved to have done it.
Right, well, I'm asking you live on air. Will you do it? If we bring that task back, will you do it?
As long as they let me do it, yeah.
Yes, right, well, there you go. Done. Who's your favourite guest?
Jasmine.
Jasmine!
I mean, come on. This is how I saw it when I watched The Kiss, right? Hello, Jasmine, by the way. It was just brilliant. Those three boys in the window watching was like kids in a playground. And who would have thought that Christian snogging Jasmine Leonard would bring the whole house together?
I mean...
in unison of happiness.
If we're talking of kissing, he got some serious lad points, I think it's safe to say.
He
Did
got
you see
some
it coming?
serious bites on the lip as well, Jasmine. I saw you.
Jasmine was hungry.
She got a big old...
She was hungry. Give her a bit of advice. From a happily married woman,
She
a bit of
doesn't.
advice.
She doesn't need advice. She's a very good kisser by the looks of it.
Yeah, go on, Jazz. Go on, go. Did you enjoy that kiss, Jasmine?
I'm feeling really embarrassed right now. It's a lot though. Like, it's a lot. I'm feeling really shy, and I don't
feel embarrassed.
Don't feel embarrassed, babe. We've seen a lot worse on this show, let me tell you. Let's move on to tonight's evictee.
Yes.
Mark, I mean, what are you making of his exit from the house?
You know, just listening to all of you talk about him proves what a brilliant housemate is. Because anybody that can evoke those emotions from someone just by being a housemate have done their job. He makes you hate him. And then 2 days later, you're like, he's not that bad.
I know.
And then he'll say something hideous to somebody and you're like, I knew I was right the first time. And then he'll go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just a fucking arsehole. And you're like, oh, see, he's just not that bad again. And then 3 weeks down the line, it's like, what have I done? And you're like, he hasn't really done anything. And then you watch it all back and you're like, you arsehole! And he just, you know, as you just said, his words were, I'm going in there to wreck heads. He's wrecked mine.
It weren't just the housemates, put it that way. It really wasn't. He's going to be a big loss to the house, isn't he?
He's going to be a massive loss to the house.
I think they're going to get on.
He went in there to cause a shitstorm. He caused a shitstorm, and now there's no one really left in there to cause a shitstorm. So, you know, but it's the last week, and I think they deserve a week of peace.
Just a little week.
Because they've had a lot of weeks of no peace.
Yeah, they really have.
But it's not going to be peaceful for very long.
It's really not. We're gonna get onto the cash bombs in a second, but I need to talk about Asha. She checked out tonight.
She did.
Did she live up to know yourself, little girl expectations?
Well, I think she did, didn't she? Because I mean, her and Mark, they went at it. They, you know, furious rows. She lost her shit with him. In ways that had someone else done it, it would have not been okay.
No.
I mean, I don't think it was okay sometimes because she did kind of push it. But she's a very emotional chick, Aisling.
Oh my God, like, more than I remember. She also seemed, I mean, she was like that. She was very like, she had arguments, but she cried. And again, I think that's why she is a brilliant housemate, because she also makes you go, why are you doing it? Step away. He knows he's winding you up. Don't bite. But she can't help herself. So, you know, I think she was pretty happy to come out. Pretty happy.
Yeah, really happy.
I want to know about this cash bomb malarkey.
Well, I don't know very much, but what I do know is that the prize money is in jeopardy. And all week they will have tasks, and I think revolving around the money, and they will all be tempted.
And my sources say that's starting very soon.
I think so.
Very soon.
I'd like to address something.
Yes, I hope you're going to address what I think you're going to address.
So all the shitstorm we're getting on Twitter.
Yeah, it's horrible. Stop it.
It's pissing me off.
Emma Willis has spoken.
An absolute treat. To the point where it makes me want to come off Twitter, because it's just fucking ridiculous. Danny, I do not know him. I did a TV show with him.
Someone else said that to me.
3 or 4 years ago. I've met him twice. That's why there is a picture of me with him. Because at the end of the shoot, he went, can I have a picture? And I went, yes. Brilliant, thanks for taking part, goodbye. Not seen him since. So no, he's not a friend. We do not have the same agent as Danny.
We do not have the same agent. Me and Emma do.
We do not.
But Danny's not part of that. Just to clarify
Good God, get a life!
Know yourself, know yourself. Right, well done to you. Good luck to them, they're lovely smooth legs.
And I shave them every day. Sorry about that, little outburst, but it really does get to me.
Good luck to you. Who do you think's in danger next week? Nice horse impression.
Well, I do that every week, don't I? At that question as well. I don't know, because it depends, doesn't it? It depends what's going to happen with nominations.
Yeah.
If there's a big old time bomb, who knows how it's going to go? Do you know what I mean?
It could go anyway.
But I think if it's normal noms, I think Sam would be up and Harry would be up. I think they're quite predictable. And not predictable people, but predictable to nominate. They're easy targets, I think. And possibly... Jack only got 2 nominations, though, this week.
A lot.
Last week, sorry.
Emma, you're bumbling and I've got a show to do.
Sorry.
I love you, though.
I'll just say them 2.
All right, then, babe. Give it up for Emma Willis. well, Mark is on his way to the Bots Motel, an experience like no other, believe me. And like Jasmine, he gets to open wide and straddle a beast. But I don't mean Christian. I mean the cannon is back! This cannon is going to be seeing a little bit of action very, very soon. And listen, she lived up to her name. Aisling is going to be planting her white bits on that sofa where Emma Willis is as well. I'll see you straight after this break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. In a bit, we'll be taking an exclusive look at how the housemates are coping since Mark left. And Aisling is going to be here in the studio. But first, he was a late arrival in the house, but boy, did he make up for a bit of lost time. From dodging Danny's ham sandwich, to battling with Brian, to clashing with Chloe, to arguing with Aisling, jostling with Jake, narking with... You get the picture. It was all Irish banter in his words. Give it up for your latest evictee. It's Mark!
I can't do that. It's got a bit bewitched for you. How are you?
Mark!
Hey.
Listen, there's something I've got to do, and it's been on the nation's lips. I need to introduce you to someone. It's very important. Mark, meet Trousers. Trousers, meet Mark.
Yes.
Because I know you tend to lose them, don't you?
Yeah, I did.
She said keep the pan.
Oh,
Listen,
God.
Mark, I know it's been a bit of a whirlwind.
Yeah.
You've had a little bit more time to settle in now about what's gone on tonight. How are you feeling?
You look great.
Thank you.
It's great. And, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of happy I am out because it's like going to a rave and no one else is there, really, you know. And I was literally in the house and I was starting arguing with people just for the crack, just because it's like, man, I'm bored of me tits. What am I going to do today? I think I'll start on you. Boom. And that's all I was doing. It was just literally just.
Was it? We've just said. Was it Irish banter, like you keep saying?
Irish banter, yeah, man. Honestly, I keep saying I hate them all. Honestly, no, I can't say a bad word about any of them. You know, I mean, I have me 3 winners in my head. They're lovely people, all of them. So, you know.
Well, listen, let's forget about them for a minute.
Yeah.
You have certainly been, whether it's love or hate, an absolute blockbuster of a housemate. Forget Jurassic Park. It's all about Fantastic Mark. Let's take a look.
What? The Striposaurus rex in his natural habitat is a formidable predator.
Ow!
This unique creature attracts a mate
No fear!
with a display of dominance.
Boom! This is my house.
His distinct mating cry can be heard for miles around. The Striposaurus rex, when hungry, is a focused, ruthless and persistent hunter.
You will never be Prime Minister! Never!
If he attacks, freeze. He can only sense you by your movements.
Oh my God!
The Striposaurus rex is a flamboyant beast with a sensitive side.
I got sad about a bee. It got to me a little bit because he's gonna die.
The Striposaurus rex was once at the very top of the food chain.
At least I did it the way I want to do it. This is me. I'm Mark.
Shame, he's now extinct.
Now, if I don't get a job doing a wildlife show after that, I will not be pleased. How was that watching it back?
Oh, that was dead. You actually look. Oh my God, I'm mad shiny.
We'll get a bit better with that
no,
one.
I thought it was brilliant, man. I had the time of my life in there, and I just loved being there. It was just fun, but I kind of, I ran out of steam towards the end. I was kind of like, fuck, man, this place is wrecking me head.
Well, let's talk about the steam because, I mean, when you were in there, you first went in, I mean, it was pretty safe to say you were quite a bit of a breath of fresh air. Not saying I condone some of the things you said, but you were a breath of fresh air for the viewers, I think, because it brought a lift to the show that I think it definitely did need. But then you went in the bunker, and then you befriended Helen, and you got on really, really well, and then it all sort of slowly started to fizzle away, that steam. You said in your interview with Emma, befriending Helen. I mean, what's your stance on all that take there?
I think Helen,
she did go over the line a couple of times, and I could even say that I go over the line all the time. I dance on the fucking line, you know. She went over a couple of times, and I did disagree with what she said. Like, you know what she said, and you know, but just because someone else doesn't like someone, I'm not going to dislike them. She was lovely to me, and like anybody who's nice to me, unless you're a fucker to me, I'm going to be nice back.
And I think we've seen that with you. I hope people at home don't think I'm trying to give you an easy time, because I'm not, but I do think we have seen that with you. But then when you got on with Helen in the bunker, and the other two, and Brian and Nikki, when you went into the house, that's when it seemed to pretty much fall apart, and it became you and Helen versus the rest of the house.
I think I became a little bit evil. I don't know. Did you ever watch Star Wars and then the dark side? And
yeah,
I pretty much had a red lightsaber at one stage, you know, and I was kind of, I don't know, I didn't know I was being, maybe because I was being encouraged a little bit. But I'm not saying totally, it was me. It was all me, but I didn't mean to. If I upset anyone, I didn't really mean it, and that's why I used to pull people aside and like even have a special word you say to everyone. Look, if I go over the line and I'm being personal, say the word helicopter.
Helicopter?
Yeah, when would you ever use the word helicopter? So now I know if you say helicopter...
Well, maybe if you're Simon Cowell and you're going on a little holiday break, you might use that.
Probably, yeah.
Let's talk about Brian and Nikki. Because you did seem, to us especially, that you did seem to clash with them. Was that you that was clashing with them, or do you think it was sort of the unit that you were...
I don't really know. I honestly think that was basically, you know, I went in there, me and Brian were having a band or whatever, and he's a lovely guy, don't get me wrong. I really like Brian. I didn't like when he kept lying about me, and... You know, he was like he was trying to turn people against me. But again, look, you know what? In the house, you can do mad stuff. So, but I don't hold against him, man. Every time we had a one-on-one, I thought the guy was the guy off the telly. You know, he's lovely. You know, he's a really nice fella. And then Nikki's just stone mad, to be honest with you. But you know, sometimes I kind of felt as though, you know, maybe I had probably said the wrong thing to them a couple of times. And, you know, I'll put my hands up, and if anyone was offended, it was definitely me, my fault. I'm a bloke. It's always their fault, you know, and so that's how it is.
Do you know what, I think a lot of people will appreciate the fact that you've just said that. I genuinely do. One fan that you did have was our very own Carol McGiffin. We love a bit of Carol McGiffin. She said, I'm definitely a Mark fan. He is not playing a game. He's playing the game. Yeah. Now, you rubbed up a lot of people. You rubbed a lot of people up the wrong way. Yeah. Was you in there to play the game?
I was in there to have fun, and I noticed people say that. Like, everyone kept on saying, I'm there for the experience. What experience? Sitting in the sun and just lying there. You want to do that? Go to Spain, you know what I mean? You know, like, honestly, like, I didn't even know that England got weather like that. I was like, I thought England was the same.
It's only Bournemouth. It's fake, soundbite.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, you're that paranoid in there, you start thinking, this fucking Big Brother bringing up the sun now. Like, even when I came out, people were, my friends were talking to me, and I'm there touching them and all, going, you're real, eh? Like, you know, you're real, you're mad paranoid of everything when you come out. But, yeah, look, I was just trying to have fun, and to be honest with you, in my head, I always had maybe slightly a little bit of a game, but I never planned on winning. What my head was, I wanted to make this entertaining, and that's all I wanted to do.
Let's talk about entertaining, because I think it's time we start to speak about the ladies. First, you took a bit of a shine to Sam, then you took a bit of a shine to Helen, and then even Charlie. Didn't he?
No, Charlie's gorgeous. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm saying, no, I'm not saying even Charlie. I'm saying that's three of them. Were you hoping for a bit of, you know, bed hop?
Well, I was going to try. Like, it's been a while, you know. You know, really, beggars can't be choosers and all that stuff. So, but no, me and Sam, we were getting on really well, and you test the water.
Well, talking of testing the water, what went on under them bed sheets?
Nothing.
Don't lie to me, Mark.
I tried. She didn't want to. Right, so no, she kissed me anyway. You know, kissed me, and I just, you know, don't you kiss guys? You know when you kiss someone, you know if it's there or not. It literally felt like I was kissing my sister, and it was like. You know, and we did. We both came out of the diary room. I didn't want to say it, and I was like, oh, fuck, what did I say to her? Because I wasn't feeling any fireworks. So she went in the diary room, she came out, and she goes, I just told Big Brother it was like kissing me brother. I said, oh, my God, I felt the exact same. And it was great. And then, you know, it was, she jumped in my bed, we could lie there like you would, like, just put your arms around someone, but it was nothing at all.
So there was no fiddly-diddly?
Nothing at all. Now, I did try. You
had a good go, but it didn't work.
Man, I tried to put the hand...
There's an image. There is an image. Let's talk about something I think we need to discuss. I've called it #PastryGate. You started a little bit of banter with Jack, didn't you, behind that check-in desk?
Oh, my God.
And it all kicked off. What was going on? Tell me from your side.
I was like, go on, Jack, fucking eat the thing. They nominate you, you know? And Jack, you know what Jack's like with food, man. Poor fucker. Like, literally, you want Jack to do that and you dangle a fucking cake in front of him, right? So I'm like that, and I'm going, Jack, you know you want them rubbing it all over his face and all. And he's on this concierge desk, he's not allowed to leave the desk, and I put a load of cake around him, and he's not allowed to eat it and all. And I go, go on, Jack, eat it, they nominated you. They don't even fucking like you, Jack, you know? And the poor fella was fucking snapping, he was. You could just see him. Jack has this face, just like, it's literally...
Oh, we know that face.
It's like, I call him the cod-faced killer, it's like that. Right. So I was like, OK, look, man, eat it. He wouldn't eat it, right? And then Joel came over and he pretended to mess to Joel that he actually took a bite. And Joel came over and goes, did you eat that? And he goes, no, I didn't, Joel. But just because you said I did, I am. And he said, fucking eat it, you know? And then I was like, go on, Jack, run out, fucking tell him to fuck that shit in the pool and all. I was just trying to fuck it up because I can handle the rations. They all hate it, like, but I just thought it'd be funny, you know?
Well, talking about a good time that you had there, let's talk about someone you really got on with. James Jordan.
Oh.
Like, Bezzy, mate, I've got another hashtag. Hashtag handstand lols. You know, handstand lols. It's not going to catch on. Why did you like him so much?
He is literally like me in about 5 years. That's it. He is literally future me. Future me. You know... No, he is.
You got on well with him?
Yeah, no, he was... I think he had banter. I didn't even know who he was when he came in. I thought he was that skinny fella that used to dance on the ice, you know? He's this big, huge fucker now, you know? But no, I just thought he was funny. And look, I know he was trying to wind people up, and that's what I loved. I love the band. You need people like that. It was like, you know, we are different people, but you know when you're having a laugh with someone, you can't have a laugh on your own. Like, you're literally just sitting there going, so, mate, what are you doing? I felt like the two vultures.
Let you know, because he's your best mate, and like, I don't want you to be embarrassed when you see him. He dances on the floor, not on the ice. Just saying, he was on Strictly.
Was it ice?
Yeah, no, Strictly. Strictly, what's that? But very, very quickly, Mark, I've got to ask you, so I'm running out of time. Who do you think should win the show?
I've 3 people in mind, Chloe, Danny and Joel.
Guys, give it up for Mark. No, listen, I don't want to send you away empty-handed, because we don't do that on box. So, you are an elite member of the Farewell Fangs Club. There you go, there for you. But listen, it's not over. It's a little toopy to come with me, because, as you know, you're not going to know about this, but our guys do. This is the part of the show that, it's a little bit upsetting, Mark, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Just want to stand here for me. Guys, at home, you know it's the moment that they all dread. It's time for Mark to turn red. I'm so sorry. He's got a lovely tan.
He does.
Lovely tan there.
Yeah.
Listen, you're going to be sticking around. Go and get yourself on that panel. Give up for Mark. Now listen, don't go changing because Ashaleen is in the building. Bitches be like, you better know yourself, little girl. Plus Mark will be spreading them for us, but not in the way that Jasmine did. No. He's going to be straddling the cannon. I'll see you straight after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Coming up, we're going to have all the latest fallout from the house. But now, she was the surprise Christmas gift that kept on giving. We saw romance blossom in record speed with a bit of Demolition Danny. But is it still smelling of roses? Please give it up for the latest legend to leave the house, Ashaleen! Stunner, how are you? Come take a seat, babe.
Good, thank you.
Right, babe, first things first. It's been about, what, 8 years or so? Should we have a look at your best bits?
Let's yes!
We just hate each other. Basic rations for a basic bitch.
Good riddance, bitch.
You look ugly on telly.
I didn't mean that.
Do you like Danny?
Yeah.
He has said it's just fun.
With me?
Yeah.
Everyone just sees me as a piece of meat.
All we've done is spoon. Jesus, imagine we actually had sex.
So embarrassed. Oh my God.
Your personality is as fake as your tits.
Fuck you! I'm a fucking powerful woman. Oh, wow. Johnny Blood! You're making a mockery of me. If you win, will you take me out for a drink?
I've done what I wanted to do, so it's time for me to go home.
Babe, you've got another best bits. I mean, that's the stuff a Legends is made of. Did you enjoy it?
I absolutely loved every single No, that's a lie.
That's a lie. There was a lot of very dark moments in that house.
Well, we saw, but let's cut straight to the chase, because I've got to ask you, you had a bit of a whirlwind time in there.
Absolutely.
But Demolition Danny, I mean, I didn't see that coming. What's going on between you two?
I don't know. Listen, I was watching from the outside. I liked his principles. I liked what he stood for. And I got in there and I told him that I did.
Yeah, well, he seemed to like it, babe. We saw you in the storeroom. Oh, loving life. You said you'd take him out for a drink. Is that still on?
Well, no. I would never take... Wait. I would never take a man out for a drink. He needs to take me out for a drink.
Oh, that's fair enough. You sure you're all right, though, with the whole, like, him and Jasmine in bed bit and all of that?
No, well, I wasn't, but then me and my girl had a conversation and we cleared the air and she told me that she sees him as her brother and I appreciated that and I loved her again.
OK, all right, well, that's fair enough. So
Love you too!
Simple things! Drink still could be on the cards, then?
Well, hopefully, yeah, but I drink a lot, so I hope he can keep up.
Let's hope. Well, listen, let's take it back to when you first went into the house, coming out of a box again. You love a box, didn't you?
I mean,
come on, she loves a box.
I love a box.
I know you were nervous before you went in, and I saw you before you went in. How was it going in there and obviously coming face to face with Helen for a start? Because you two had not had the best relationship.
I don't know who that is. Who?
She won it last year. She was also in there this year.
Oh, apparently, yeah. By default, I'm not quite sure. I don't want to spend my time talking about that.
OK, well, let's talk about Nikki then. Let's talk about Nikki. You were so close with Nikki. Your relationship has not changed. How was it going in that house and having Nikki as an ally? Did you feel a lot more comfortable going in?
If I'm honest, Ryland, she's the reason I went in. I saw her struggling. I love her so much. I saw that she was struggling with Beelzebub. I'm not going to keep going on about her. But I felt like that was the reason that I went in. I didn't want to go in because she was there, but I went in because I knew my girl needed me. And I think you can see that she was happy that I arrived.
She was over the moon that you come in. You two together, I mean, I think it really brought her spirits up. But one person you didn't get on with well, I mean, not to say you don't now, but in the last couple of weeks was Mark.
Oh, he's an absolute fruitcake.
Why didn't you two hit it off?
Because we're both fruitcakes.
Not my words, not my words. You two did kiss and make up. Was that quite a relief for you? Because we have seen some, you know, nasty things.
I think secretly we're like the two kids in the playground that secretly fancy each other but would never admit it.
Well, you might have just admitted it. Mark, what did you make of that?
She knows it's true.
Hang on a minute, very quickly. Could this be a thing? Aisling?
Well, I just love him because he's Irish, but I want to headlock him because he's a bastard.
Mark, would you take Aisling out for a drink?
I'd have to get stilts first, but yeah.
Again, another Scylla moment. Let's talk about your favourite moment, though. What was your favourite moment?
My favourite moment was probably arguing with Mark, if I'm honest. No, my favourite moment was coming out of the box.
Coming out of the box?
Yeah, that was it.
Reliving that box all over again.
And also telling basic people that they're basic bitches.
Well, on that note, you've definitely come back with a bang. Guys, give it up for Aisling! Right, I think it's about time we checked in with the house. It's a little exclusive just for you. You're all right?
Yeah.
I can imagine it's a bit confusing.
It is, and part of me feels a little bit guilty.
I said to him in the skyrim today, I said, last week's coming out, because I thought he was going to stay. I said, try and lay off, Danny. It's getting to him. I don't want to see you both arguing, ruining it last week. He says, I'm only messing, I'm trying to do it to wind him up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said, I told Danny, don't let him, I said to Danny, don't let you, Mark, ruin his time and stuff like that. I don't think he ever really wanted to hurt you. Do you know what I mean?
And he got the biggest reaction out of me more than anyone.
No, but he said to me, he knew that you wouldn't have hit him, which is why he did it, just to have a laugh.
But, yeah. As long as you're all right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Because it'd be confusing.
Yeah.
It might affect you the most out of everyone, you know?
Yeah. It is what it is, really.
It's relief and it's weird and it's...
Yeah. Let's just enjoy it now,
Yeah.
Did
anyone else here get Chloe out?
Well, Danny's feeling a little bit guilty. Mark, what are you making of that? Little guilt trip coming up.
Sure, fuck it, you know, just... I don't think you should feel guilty. I was a fucker in the house with them, you know, so look, now they can all chill out and become Care Bears and move in together now, so...
That's Listen, don't go anywhere because coming up, Simon nearly destroyed it last week, but it is back and it's beastlier than ever. The Beast welcomes its latest straddler. Marcus the Cannon! And a rogue bottle of water. Rogue bottle of water. Really? He's going to be revealing what he would have done differently if he could turn back time. Plus, I'll be updating you on all the latest house action that's happening right now. Don't go anywhere. See you after this. I'm just in a bit of a fluster that Zainab Masood's on the show. Mark's going to be riding my weapon of mass erection very shortly. It is nearly time for the cannon to fire that beastly load all over the place. But before that, let's see how his ex-housemates are coping with the loss of Mark.
You definitely fancied him.
Yeah, I did really fancy him before I did. And then we tried it and it wasn't like...
You would have carried it on. He said it didn't work, so you said, it didn't work. You liked him.
No, I went in the dining room and I was like kissing my brother because the kiss on the couch was all right. Then when we went under the covers, it was just messy. It was just shit.
Sloppy.
It was shit. It was shit. We were under the covers, it was shit. We were kissing, it was rubbish. And then I thought, I don't want to continue this because it's shit. I'd much rather have you as a pal. And that's when I was in the dining room. I said it was like kissing my brother. I was kissing my best friend. I don't think it'll happen again. I don't know. But last night, I'm not even joking, like, we just had the best sleep, best cuddles.
You were proper intertwined. You're holding on everything.
Yeah. And it was so comfy.
Mark, bit of cuddling last night.
Yeah. Well, we thought we'd, like, you know, the last night in the Big Brother house, we'd, you know, cuddle and that's all. Now, no, nothing then. That was it. Now, we cuddled just to kind of give her a hug, and then, to be honest with you, we started off, I was the big spoon, but then, you know, I like being the little spoon turned over.
Yeah, but she said it was the best hug.
I saw it.
Aisling saw it, you pervert.
I was watching like a weirdo. I mean, the fingers were intertwined, the legs were intertwined. It was all about that, and it was all about that.
Is she in love with you?
Yeah, she's in love with him, right?
Is she not gay?
That's what I thought.
I thought she was gay.
Mark,
No,
be
she's
careful.
fine.
Zainab will have you on the square over the road.
Those two were kissing. All and Sam were kissing.
Oh, we've seen her and Sam have a little smooch. Zainab, do you kiss Sam and all?
No, but I like Aishling's lips, I gotta tell you. I'm just looking at the ear.
This is turning into a different type of show. Now, listen, on that note, Mark's time in the Aisling show. Mark's time in the house is sadly over. But what could he do and what would he do if he could do it all over again? What would he do so differently? Do you know what? It's time to find out in... Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you feeling good? Mark, if you'd kindly mount my beast.
Yeah.
Off you go. Go on. Go on. Get on it.
You know I'm fully loaded, don't you?
Yeah, well, so's this, babe. You be careful. He's on. He's on. Right, are you sitting comfortably?
Comfortable? Yeah, kind of.
Good, well, that's all right. I'll take that. Listen, I'm going to fire a list of questions at you, and I want your rapid response. Just think of that tube as a licence to drop bombshells, all right? You know what I'm talking about. When the cannon blows its load, that's your cue to stop. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's begin. Mark, if you could turn back time, would you have been less of an idiot?
No, probably more.
Would you have still pretended to be a scientist?
Ha ha ha.
That's my question.
I'm actually a scientist.
He's actually a scientist. We had to clear that. What one moment in the house do you regret the most?
Picking on Nikki.
Snog, marry, evict. Aisling, Jasmine and Showbiz.
Showbiz.
What one? Snog, marry, evict.
I don't know.
We'll move on. If you could turn back time, would you have spent so much time still in your pants?
Yeah, I'd spend more time in my pants.
Aisling said you had a small willy. Can you confirm nor deny that rumour?
She'll find out later.
If you could turn back time, would you have been so far up James Jordan's arse?
I'm not sure. I kind of liked him.
You liked it? Good luck to you. Who's better at handstands, you or James Jordan?
Me.
You? OK, which housemate was most in tune with the Irish man?
Aisling.
Would you have lobbed Danny's ham sandwich back at him if it hit you?
No, because I was hungry.
Oh, we're out of time. But I've got time for one more question. It's time for your back to reality bombshell. Oh. While you're in the house, Which celebrity said the following about you? Watching BB Bots, totally disagree with my mate. I can't stand Mark entertaining, doesn't stop you being a nasty little man. Was it Vanessa Feltz, Denise Welsh, or Colleen Nolan?
Who are they? No, I don't know. No, I genuinely haven't a clue who they are.
Have a guess.
Ryland says in front of me.
It says Ryland. No, that's my auto cue.
Oh, okay.
Any guesses?
The first one, second.
The second one?
Second one.
It was Denise Welsh. Well done.
You actually got it right.
Well done. Give it up for Mark, guys.
Let's stay here, though.
Listen, I'm out of time. Thank you to all my panel and our fantastic audience. Thank you. I'm going to be back here on Monday with Big A Bit on the side. Mark is going to be back with me, gracing the panel, alongside Vanessa Feltz. It's lucky she didn't say anything. Michelle Heaton and Russell Grant is here. Have a lovely weekend. Night, night.